Hello, this is Divine Sunshine. Don't be afraid again. I've just finished with a client and I am doing my sage and Palo Santos and my, I'm missing something else. What is the other one? Sandalwood and dragon's blood incense after each past life regression or any kind of session that I feel guided to. I'll do that. I just want to come on here because after each past life regression sessions, I always have some takeaways and understanding where we are, and it's a message that I feel that needs to be shared with the collective. And so one thing that I would say is this, is that again, some of us are now being guided to go back into the workplace or the workplace that we're in. I've seen this from another channel and I am going to also share this, that where we are, the light from the universe is going to light and use where you are in that workplace. So I think a lot of times when we're thinking about the spiritual community before, and I've told you all this before, which is again, is ever evolving the information that was given to us. And some of that stuff is that we're ready to get to receive it. And some of the stuff is like, no, we can't give it to them just yet. They kind of got to get there. And one of the things that was in the spiritual community was a lot of people was like leaving drops at droves and going into their spiritual work and, you know, doing that. And it's always been a real big push to think that we got to almost, as I'm seeing on my screen, I got some Tibetan monks. Like we got to become a Tibetan monk, or when we're talking about spiritual walk, we got to become a nun or become a priest. Some kind of way in our stipulation that we as being in the spiritual walk or on this journey has gotten into our workplace that our thinking, especially when we talk about the workplace, that we've got to pull out, that we cannot be spiritual and minister in our workplace and also have this spiritual job that we have, whether it's speaking to people or reading cards or whatever that it is, have not. And I want to bring to your attention that, you know, Spirit brought to me a long time ago, and that helped me become at peace, because it's like, I'm not doing my mission. I'm not doing my purpose. I'm just out here floating. And I told you that the other teacher that I had worked with, Caesar teacher, she used to tell me, you know, Booker, you are a jack of all trades and a master of none. And she came back to me in spirit, because she's passed on, and had told me, I apologize. I'm sorry. I gave you the wrong information. And I didn't know that what I had said, that you were going to excuse that, put some things on, that you're going to literally take it to heart, and like it's hindering and stopping you from really being the divine sunshine that you are. In being divine, we have to understand that we are made in the image and likeness of our creator, okay? Whether you call him God, universe, whatever. And in that, they are omniscient, which means omni means knowing all, omni all, and niscient means knowing all. So if I'm omniscient and I'm made in the image and likeness of my creator, then that means I have knowledge and abilities to do all these things. If today I want to go be a garbage man and I want to do ministering through that and helping to clean the world and keep the earth clean, guess what? That's ministry. And then also do a YouTube channel and talk about my things as far as what channel messages come to me. I can do that, because the universe is going to find a way. As they say, oh, if you're an open channel, hey, we're going to use you. Maybe you might stop and do some trash, and somebody's running out, hey, I got my trash. And something the spirit might say, tell this person so-and-so is all right. And they come to give the trash to you and say, I'm sorry, I don't know if you believe in higher powers or anything like that, but however, I got a message for somebody to say everything's going to be all right. They might break out into tears and say, oh my God, I was just thinking about something about my bills, and I was just talking to my mother in spirit, and I told her that, you know, I don't know how it's going to be, and then now you tell me this, it's going to be all right. You answered my prayers. So again, you don't know how the universe is going to use it. All it just needs you is to be put in place. You have to remember, and I remember somebody else that told me this too as well, that, you know, you let your work be a vehicle for you to be able to go out there to do the work. So, it's no way, again, historically led, when it comes to spirituality, we have had this push where they believe that, oh, you're supposed to be in poverty, you're supposed to be struggling, because that's as close as God as you can be, is by you struggling, and you not having it, and all that stuff. And the spirit, and again, we serve a universe or creator that is infinite. So if I'm made in the image and likeness of this person or this thing or whatever you want to call it, this energy, again, that means that I am the same. So again, I don't need to, again, box myself in to say, hey, I'm limited by this. Sure, again, our belief systems, again, do that. And because we're not in the abundance, that has nothing to do with the universe, because the universe say, I'm here. You're the one, like a faucet is turning it to say only a little bit of water could come in for your belief systems and your thoughts. It's like, again, we could come in and supply all of your needs. It depends on what it says according to the riches in your thinking, as above, so below. So again, this is something that, again, I think I was led by a session that me talking to a person and saying that, if there is anything in your mind is saying, I got to go, just be into that, especially your passion. You let your job help to feed your passion, help to bank your passion. You don't go out there and just like being willy-nilly and not having it all. That's not it, because again, that messes things up. They can't get the thoughts and the ideas to you if you're sitting up there thinking about what your next meal gonna be. I just keep it real plain with the universe when I talk to it. This ain't gonna work. You won't have to clear up all this other stuff, because I cannot concentrate on the work that you want me to do. Now, if that job is doing that to you and it's not helping you to be able to concentrate on the thing or the work that you must do, then guess what? Then yes, it's for you to say, deuces, this is working with my mental state, my health, everything like that, then you go. But again, if in that job there is, again, that you say, okay, I can see where I can still kind of minister, I can still see where I can be used, you can still be doing your work but still having your eye on the door too, as well as the exit. Say, my thing is not to get comfortable where I am. It's to understand that it's the next level that you have to do, have to be brought to, and again, that is something I know. A lot of times cards and my dad brings on that message like retirement, so again, yes, you're right, you feel right, it's time to retire. But again, until you feel like they like a baby, they're showing me, and you able to crawl before you walk, then go on ahead and let that job be that assistance to you until you're able to walk on your own 2 spiritual feet, as my minister used to say, Reverend Johnny Coleman. And then you can go on ahead and say, deuces, it was nice, you know what, I'll call you, you don't call me, because I'm finished. Don't tell me about so-and-so don't know how to do my job, because I'm out. Audi 5000, I'm out. Okay, so that is something that you have to keep in mind. So I feel like this message is for somebody out there, because I see a lot of people kind of going back to jobs, because again, it's not, the money ain't flowing, it ain't where you're supposed to. And I'm coming here to tell you that don't feel bad. I've been in the same position it is, and I see daily through spirit why I was like, okay, I see why I had to come back. I see why I'm still in this. I see why because they need me this way, and I can still make a difference in this, and I can still find a way to kind of incorporate. And and I pull cards even on myself too as well. They were saying again, are you back in it, because you got to understand how to be able to create a balance between the feminine energies about my state of being, about what I'm observing, and my masculine energies, how I'm going out there to go get it, and how I'm showing up as a leader in the world. And it's got to be that you're in balance right now. And I'm gonna give that piece of advice to you as well, because if we connect on this channel, that means we are one. We have a likeness in our energy fields that is similar. Also, understanding that they told me the last card I pulled, it was saying divine timing. So I got to understand that I've got to allow divine intervention, divine timing, and everything to come together when it is that time. All I can do is set forth the intentions. Understand I can't change everybody else or control and make things happen through everything else, because that's where God is in the details. Not the devil, but God is in the details of how that's going to be. Let that go and only direct my own path and my intentionality as to what I am doing. So again, I know I'm not staying in this job forever. I know that my game plan is to move on and to be successful in my business. But until then, until I really see a firm placement or a next level step to be done, then until then, I'm gonna rock where I am. I'm gonna be the best version of myself here and learn about myself, so that when I make that transition into where I need to be, I can be the best version for it. All right, so as always, remember to hit click, like, share, or on this channel, this YouTube, and I probably share it on TikTok. And again, if you like this, hit the hearts too as well. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste and Namago. Love you. Till next time.